To give you a little more information from this GAO on retirement security and talk about wealth. First chart here today shows the wealth of these same 5 quintiles of society. You may be able to see that this very top, the top 20% have a net worth of around 2 million. The next 20% average a net worth of about 500,000 in today's dollars. This shows you what it's done over the past 25, 30 years. And you'll notice all the way down the middle 20% of society has net worth about 200,000. That's interesting. Certainly you would want to be in the 2 million and not the 500 or 200 or 100 or less saved up. But that's where society is today. Another interesting way of looking at it is they said the current value of future income sources. So you take that, and they've added Social Security is in the middle band, and then pensions are in that top band, and they add them together here. And you'll notice this is the first, second, third, fourth, fifth quintile. So this is the wealthiest 20% of Americans. You can see the total is at 4.2 million if you count the present value of all those future payments from Social Security, pensions, investments that they should get. Another thing I've taken away from this, which is, I find it interesting, you may find it interesting or valuable, is each of these sections, each of these groups that we've broken it into, it's very similar. I think it's 27 years later, you're very comparable to where the next group was at that point. So the lines kind of transition like it's a constant graph, even though it's separate. This is the same time frame as this, just a different group of people. Except when you get to the 4th to 5th quintile. And here you almost missed an entire 25 years. I don't know exactly what that's from, but the assumption is as you have money, your money can make more money for you. And most of the bottom 3 or 4 quintiles, the bottom 60 or 80% of society, when they're in retirement or near retirement, they're surviving, they're getting along, they're maintaining their standard of living. The top 20% are actually doing better than surviving and maintaining. They're accumulating, they're growing, they're living on less than they have, which is a great place to be, obviously. That way you don't have to worry about where's your next paycheck coming from. Now that 3rd and 4th quintile, those are the ones that have enough assets. If you remember from the last chart, it shows they may have 200, 500,000 or more saved up in retirement, and they have to be doing good financial planning to make sure those dollars stretch and don't run out. Because they may not make it up into here, but they definitely don't want to be back in this category or at the bottom by the time they pass away 20, 30, 40 years from now. So if you're in this 3rd or 4th quintile, make sure your money's working hard for you as best it can, realizing that you do need the income now and you will be living on it throughout retirement. You don't want it to run out. You want to maintain your standard, hopefully maintain your account values throughout your retirement. I'm Justin Struble with BSG Advisors. I'm not a broker, I'm a fixer.